Alright, Mark Main McIntyre here. Give you my thoughts on what Capcom has said on their recent post on Resident Evil. I'd like to give you my thoughts. So, as you can see by the title, I'm going to give you my thoughts on Resident Evil 2 being remade. Now I've never played any of the RE games before Resident Evil 4, except for Resident Evil Remake Remastered that came out earlier this year. It was fun. I liked the story. I saw game throughs on it, but I finally got the chance to play it, and it didn't let down. It didn't disappoint, except for face cam angles, but I'll get to that later. Yeah, the story, the characters, but enough about that. Let's talk about Resident Evil 2 Remake, the point of this video. So, what I would like to see in Resident Evil 2 Remake is they should expand the story, you know. I did see game throughs on that too. You know, it takes place 2 months after Resident Evil 0 and 1. Maybe they expand on the Sherry story. That'd be nice. They actually play her for maybe a 30-minute on her way to the police station, and then maybe when you switch from Claire to Sherry, you could make that even longer. Just then getting some ammo and I forgot a key for her. You know, you probably expand the Birkin story, because wasn't Wesker and Birkin, like, what happened to them? You can expand that too. The gameplay, you could even add some you can expand the rooms. You can make the Stars room bigger, because how can the Stars Alpha team and Bravo team be in the same room? So yeah, you can make that room bigger. Put some bathrooms. I mean, how can the police members be in the same office? You know, make Marvin a bigger role. Just like, yeah, make Marvin and Sherry bigger roles. Even Brian Chief Irons. Maybe you could even have a little mention of Kevin from Resident Evil Outbreak, since he was working with the RPD. And you know, I saw the Resident Evil 1.5 gameplay. Yeah, add some stuff from that game too. You know. But one thing I would like to see for sure out of everything is over the shoulder. Now hold up. Even though Resident Evil 2 was, some people want fixed camera angles, how about you just give us the fans the option? You know, you could choose between over the shoulder, and then you have the people who like fixed camera angles. Choose that. I mean, like Resident Evil 2 Reborn, you actually saw you saw that person actually play over the shoulder and fixed camera angles, but you only saw that for a few seconds. Yeah, I mean, you won't have both generations complaining, oh, they didn't have over the shoulder, oh, they didn't put fixed camera angles. Like, since Capcom likes targeting both audiences, you don't have both generations complaining. What else? Maybe, oh yeah, show how this intersects with RE2. I mean RE3. Since Resident Evil 3 not really take place during the same time, but since, because how come Resident Evil 3, the police station was boarded up? Because that part actually took place before Resident Evil 2, and then when Jill passes out, that took place after, or close to the ending of Resident Evil 2. So yeah, you could do that. I would much rather prefer if Resident Evil 2 and 3 were in one big game. And I'll probably put my idea in the description box on how it would probably be better if they just combined both games instead of probably waiting another 7 years or 6 years for Resident Evil 3 remake, or should I say Resident Evil 3 Nemesis remake, since that's in the full title. That's the full title. So yeah, I think that's about it. Oh, hold on. Nope, that's not it. Maybe you could have us in Raccoon City even longer than usual than you did in Resident Evil 2. I mean, cause like Resident Evil 3, you was in Raccoon City the whole time. So yeah, maybe Resident Evil 2 remake. Yeah, have us in Raccoon City longer before we get to the police station. And then if we and make it the same Easter egg. If we don't pick up anything before we get to the police station, we see Brad Vickers, and I used to probably leave a Nemesis. Never mind, I'm not gonna say that. And then you have upgrades, maybe an upgrading system or somehow. You have unlimited ammo once you beat the game, and then unlimited ammo without having to reload. So I don't get just because here's what I see. People say if you had over the shoulder, it's just gonna be action. I don't get it. What's it Resident Evil 4? I mean, that was the beginning of the end. I mean, after Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 5, the final version, because Resident Evil 4.5 was awesome. Just because Resident Evil 4 had the perfect balance between action and horror, or should I say, survival horror and action. The perfect balance. Maybe even have a Chris Redfield cameo. I don't know how. Since Chris went to Europe during Resident Evil 2 with by himself, and then he met up with Barry and Jill. So never mind. I'll still make it happen somehow. Let me see. I would like to see Allison Court come back. We still don't know who the voice actor for Claire Redfield in Revelation 2 is. Like, yeah, bring Allison Court back, and then either bring back Paul Mercer from Resident Evil 4. I mean, don't bring Matthew Mercer back. I mean, he was good, but that's for older Leon. So yeah, bring back Paul Mercer. Probably said his name wrong. So yeah, I'll finally get to play Resident Evil 2, and then probably years down the road Resident Evil 3, and then next year Resident Evil 0 remastered. And then that means I have played the whole main series, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then Revelations 1 and 2. And they'll probably make a Revelations 3. I should probably make a video. Yeah, I'll be making a video on what I like to see in Revelations 3. Yeah. You gotta, Capcom, just don't make it for the old school fans. It's gotta. I didn't really like Resident Evil 5 and 6 just because they changed to hard. I mean, yes. Well, Resident 5, the final version. I always gotta say that. So yeah. I'll probably make a part 2 to this video. Yeah, so. And to closing this video, you have failed the test.